When you think of game protagonists, you probably picture someone who's reliable, strong, dynamic, good-looking, and generally just an all-round good person, right? The kind of character you can root for without hesitation. Someone who embodies the ideals of heroism and bravery. Yeah, me too. And then we have Wario. Yeah! While you might be able to argue that Wario is admittedly very good-looking in his own unique way, he struggles with those other appealing traits we expect from our traditional protagonists. In fact, I'd struggle to call him a protagonist at all. Originally introduced as the main antagonist in Super Mario Land 2, The 6 Golden Coins on the Nintendo Game Boy, Wario has undergone probably one of the biggest transformations over the years out of all of Nintendo's Mario cast. Once a straightforward villain, a greedy, jealous counterpart to Mario, Wario has evolved into something more complex. He's no longer just a bad guy. Today, Wario holds the unique position of lovable anti-hero who is equal parts villainous and strangely endearing. We love to hate his antics, but more intriguingly, we find ourselves laughing at and even sympathising with him. His devious plans, often centred around getting rich quick or simply causing chaos, come across as less evil and more tragic. Wario's failures, his greed, and his sheer stubbornness make him a character we can't help but root for despite his obvious flaws. He's a reflection of the part of ourselves that just wants to take the shortcut to success, even if it's a bit underhanded. Which brings us to Wario Land 4 on the Game Boy Advance. First 3 games were originally released on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color respectively, with each entry building upon Wario's distinctive brand of gameplay. Full of exploration, puzzle solving, and of course, treasure hunting. But Wario Land 4 was something special. It was Wario's first platform game on the Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo really pulled out all the stops for this one. The graphics on display here, for what is essentially a 16-bit handheld system, are just jaw-dropping. This game is a real beauty, showcasing the kind of vibrant, detailed sprite work that makes you stop and admire the craftsmanship. Whether it's Wario's exaggerated animations, the lush environments, or the creative enemy designs, everything about this game's presentation is top-notch. And trust me, it only looks better on the original hardware than it does on this crappy captured emulation. Sure, on the big screen it still looks impressive, but when you shrink it down to a handheld size, the visuals truly pop, making the most of every pixel on the small but mighty screen. But what's Wario Land 4 all about? Well, in classic Wario fashion, it's all about treasure, adventure, and unsurprisingly, Wario's insatiable greed. This time around, Wario stumbles upon a mysterious pyramid and, lured by the promise of riches, dives headfirst into its depths. The game masterfully blends platforming with exploration, pushing players to not just reach for the end of each level, but to thoroughly scour every nook and cranny for hidden treasures and secrets. Each level is packed with personality, from the music that perfectly complements the quirky and sometimes eerie atmosphere, to the clever puzzles that require you to use Wario's unique abilities in innovative ways. The story might be quite simple, get rich or try again, but the gameplay is anything but. Wario Land 4 challenges you to think outside the box, rewarding curiosity and experimentation. Wario's various transformations, a staple of the series, return in full force, adding another layer of strategy to the mix. Whether it's Wario turning into a zombie to pass through barriers, or inflating like a balloon to reach new heights, each transformation is not just a gimmick, but an essential tool for navigating the pyramid's many traps and obstacles. In essence, Wario 4 is more than just a platformer. It's a testament to Nintendo's ability to take a character who is, by all traditional standards, the least likely hero, and make him the star of one of the most unique and memorable games in their library. It's a game that embraces Wario's flaws and turns them into strengths, making it an essential experience not just for Wario fans, but for anyone who appreciates innovative, well-crafted games. So, as we dive deeper into Wario Land 4, remember, Wario may not be the hero we expected, but he's definitely the one we came to love, even if he is always out for number 1. thanks for watching. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and maybe click subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks, love you, bye.